Welcome back to Al's Kitchen. Thank you for joining me. This is the British Indian restaurant series doing curries like your local takeaway and restaurants. This week we're going to be cooking a nice garlic Tikka Madras. Yeah, I've changed it up, slightly different recipe, but just as delicious as you'd expect on this channel. Not too many ingredients, but we've got some unusual things going in this week. If you remember my last episode, the garlic Tikka Pathya, we made a special sauce, and that's here. And it requires just a little bit of Pataks, not an entire jar, and some yogurt, but go check out that video to learn that recipe. Now I just want to point out, I just can't be doing with all these food snobs that just because a little bit of Pataks paste goes into a curry, oh, it's disgusting, oh, it's not cooked from scratch, oh, he's cheating. If you want to taste the Indian style curries at home, most restaurants, quite a few of them, use these in the curries. If you don't use them too, you will not be replicating the curries from your takeaway, and this is what we're trying to achieve on this channel. Ran over. I've got some lovely beers in. I've got three of my favourites as they was on special in Sainsbury's. Got Moretti, Peroni, got a lovely San Miguel. Now I'm not feeling in the Spanish holiday mood. I think I'm going to go Italian with this one and have my curry with a nice Peroni. Cheers everyone. No need for a glass on this occasion. Let's drink out the bottle. Right, let's cut to the ingredients. I'm using tikka meat in all of this British Indian restaurant series only because that's my preference. You can just use normal chicken breast, dice it up, boil it in some base gravy, pre-cook it so it's ready to go in the pan. I prefer to go the extra mile, do a little bit of tikka, add to the flavours in that curry. Delicious. So I've got 8 pieces of chicken tikka here. I've marinated this in my own spice mix, which you can buy. I'll leave the link in the description box below, but you don't have to buy it. You can actually make it yourself, and I'll leave that link in the description box below. Just takes some time and effort to make it yourself. Right, here we've got 2 tablespoons of tomato puree. I've mixed it with quite a lot of water just to make it pourable. And I've got 1 heaped tablespoon of chopped garlic. Now this is something else controversial that I've been getting ear bashings over. I went and bought myself a nice big bag of pre-peeled garlic. I'm sure we'd agree everyone hates peeling garlic. Apart from the fuss, you get the stinky fingers. I bought this, got a backlash. Oh, slaves in China peel that. Oh, I'm unsubscribing. Terrible. I just bought some garlic, leave me alone. I ain't done nothing wrong. I'm sure you've got clothes in your cupboard, cosmetics on your face, and other ingredients in your cupboards that didn't come from great sources. I'm buying the garlic, easy job. Anyway, so 1 heaped tablespoon chopped garlic. I chopped it in a whizzy whizzer after I defrosted it for 50 seconds. Right, so we've got 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of chili flakes, tablespoon of mixed powder or curry powder, 1/4 teaspoon of tandoori masala, a teaspoon of chili powder. This is hot chili powder. 1/4 teaspoon garam masala. Condiments. We're going to go with a splash of Worcester sauce, a splash of lemon juice, and I'm also going to spice it up to my taste using some Naga Pickle. You can use Mr. Naga, Vikki's Naga, my preference, Queen Naga, got a bite, this is a hot one, or the King Naga. But any Naga paste that's going to give you that kick. We've also got 2 teaspoons of my special sauce, Al's own special sauce. Go and make it, you won't regret it. I've frozen a batch load in ice cube trays in the spare freezer in the garage. And I've got a handful of coriander, and I'm going to put a little bit of lemon twist on the end just for dressing. We'll be using 300ml base gravy. Go check out my base gravy recipe. I know they're a little bit effort, these BIR curries, but boy, they're worth it and they taste amazing. Right, so let's put in about 4 tablespoons of oil. Don't really measure it too much, to be honest. Been doing this too long. And get that nice and hot. Now we're going to assemble this curry slightly differently today, and I'll tell you why while I'm doing it. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to add the tomato paste and the special sauce. Right, give that a nice stir in the pan. Now, because we've got some flavours already in there and some liquid, now we're going to go in with the garlic. We really don't want to burn the garlic in a madras. It's really noticeable. Right, so the back of the spoon, turn that around, not long at all. And this curry will be done in no time. And now we're going to go in with our spices. So mixed powder, chili flakes, tandoori masala, chili powder, garam masala. Now, when you're measuring out your spices at home, you can actually just measure them out all in one bowl, as long as you remember what you've put in the bowl. I only put them out in these tiny little condiment trays, so you can see the individual spices at home. That's right, so now let's cook that out. Beautiful, so that was the base. Let's go in with that chicken tikka. Remember, it's already pre-cooked, so we only have to heat it through. Right, cover that chicken with that masala base. And into that, we're going to add 2 ladles of base gravy. That's around 300 ml. And all we're going to do is reduce that down to the right consistency. Caramelise the base gravy. It's going to sweeten the onion base even further. I'm going to go in with a teaspoon of Mr. Naga. Again, if you're a firehead, heat the curry up to your taste, tone it down to your taste. Take all the base off the sides. That's got a lovely flavour. Add a splash of Worcester sauce. You can also add a tiny amount of tamarind sauce into this. You know, the sweetened Maggi brand, not tamarind concentrate paste, and a splash of lemon juice. Not a lot, otherwise it'll be too tart. And the salt. I go in under salting the curries, so you can add more if you need more. So we'll let that cook down until we achieve the right consistency. This is nearly done. Put in some coriander. Coriander's optional. Not every madras in restaurants contains coriander. I really like it. In Cyprus we use coriander like loads of dishes. Meat dishes, salads, vegetarian and vegan dishes. That's looking amazing. And the tikka is going to add even more layers and depth to the curry. Just another tip, if your madras is a little bit tart, you can add, say, a 1/4 teaspoon of sugar or honey or something, just to take down the tartness and give you just a touch of sweetness. I'm going to add a pinch of sugar. That is ready to serve. I'm going to serve it in a nice black balti bowl, karai. Not usually done, they usually put them in different, more ornate bowls, but I just love the deep red against the black. And there we go, 1 garlic tikka madras. You know, I could sit looking at this for ages. It's got great colour, it's got great body, it's got a great texture. Chicken looks superb, the sauce looks sublime, the beer's cold and crisp. So there we go. It's absolutely gorgeous, divine in fact. If my local served this, it'd be where I would go all the time. Flavours are amazing, the spices are aromatic. There's multiple layers of flavours. I want you to do this at home. Post on the Secret Curry Club what you've done, regardless of how it looks. Thanks for following me. I consider you all friends. It's been a pleasure as always. I'm out and I'm out of here.